Bart Heitch here at Supreme Court's week 3 of our play dates, and I'm joined by Athens Bible head coach, who I know pretty well, Rusty Brand, and his star guard Braden Suggs. Coach, good game starting out.
Yeah.
First off, would you just speak to these play dates? Because I mean, you and I, full transparency, we played against each other back in the day, and he won.
Barely.
but we didn't have these.
No, we didn't.
There was nothing like
No,
this.
we spent a lot of summers in camps.
Yes.
Yeah. I was at an Auburn camp one time before we ever met, and I remember you from then. Now that was a few years before we played, but Lipscomb, Auburn, Alabama camps. We did that, but that's all shifted a bit for these play dates.
That's all we have.
Yeah.
But like, speak to, if you can, about just like the game experience and practice experience that we didn't have. How important is it?
I think it's crucial. You know, really for the 3 weeks that States gives us, you can, as many as you can get in, they let you squeeze in, which is really nice, because we played a couple teams today that were better than us. And I'm thankful they scheduled those, because it really pushed us. Both teams, it ended up being they had really different styles. So we had to adjust, really with no time to watch film and all the things you try to do in the season. And it's intense. Guys aren't in great shape yet. We'll get there with that. But you are getting real game experience to where when you go to the camps and other things, well, I love camps, I love doing that. You don't get what this is. And I think, to your point, you know, we didn't have that back in the day, so to speak. I think it would have been great if we did.
Well, speaking to that experience, I mean, there's a lot of pressure, you know, especially in that handling game, coming at you, great handling the ball, having to deal with it, having. You speak to that experience. Speak about how that the speed of the game is a little bit faster than probably you see in practice. It's hard to I guess create that atmosphere. So is that a good thing? You enjoy that? You enjoy battling through that? How did it go out there?
It went really well. I was proud of how, I mean, really everybody played. We got some young guys up there, and it's really their first year playing. So, but they've been doing really good, and I'm really proud of everybody. But ball handling the ball. I mean, I've just been used to that since I was little. I would go to the gym with my brother and play with his friends, and everybody's bigger than me. Which, I mean, it's kind of how it is now, but.
We know that feeling.
But
everyone's just faster than me. So.
But I mean, I just been used to it, and I really just don't really feel the pressure as a guard. I just embrace it and just try to do my best. So.
And he's a handful. Braden's a handful to deal with. Like he handles the ball well. He's fast. He's quick. He's tough. We got to do a little bit better job. I've said this to you earlier, of giving him a little relief, because the guys trust him so much. And I trust him so much.
Standing watch.
Yeah, and it's like Braden will get it, and that may be true, but then those shots were a little short late in the game. When you're tired.
It happens.
But it's good. It's good to see it, because to your point, Bart, we have a tough time in practice emulating that speed, and I know a lot of teams do, unless you got even guys all the way across the board. But most teams don't, right? So getting that, we got the same last week in some play dates. We play next week with some teams bigger, stronger than us, so it'll be good. You know, I told the guys, I always want to win, and I will never apologize for wanting to win. I don't care what we're playing. But at the end of the day, if we don't win a summer game, we're fine. We're trying to get better. So
yes. Well, Braden is definitely he's definitely on the. You've just been nominated for the All-Hair team.
What about me, man?
I see again. I don't want to hear. He didn't recognize me when we came in here because I used to have hair and we played with each other.
I'm chasing you on that one, man. I'll catch you soon.
But speak to the basketball's about levels and experience, and I think, to be honest, stealing things that you see from coaches, from sets, from what have you. You've been at a bunch of levels, man. You played at a high level. You've seen a lot of basketball. A lot of the beef now is that kids just don't want to work. They just don't want to put the time in, like we did.
Yeah.
How are you able to instill that work ethic in them that has transcended from your playing days until now?
So that's a great question, because I think every coach battles that a bit.
Every coach does.
And sometimes you'll have a kid that the potential and the talent is you're just begging them.
Yes.
And they don't have it in them. I'll tell you, for us, one way that we do it's this guy right here.
Absolutely.
I mean, he does that. He's at the gym constantly. You know, he almost gets run out sometimes by the school administration, like, it's time for you to go home, kind of a guy. And yeah, that's right. That's right. So at our old gym, there was one door that wouldn't lock well. You could just pull it. So not that we ever did that, but yeah. But so having, you know, I think I can do it. A coach can do it, and you know, we can force it a bit. When you have some guys that want to do it and are sending out texts and everything else saying, "Hey, I'm going. Let's go. Let's get some shots. Let's get in the weight room." Outside of what we're doing, I think that helps a lot. Braden probably doesn't realize how much he pushes the rest of the guys. I've challenged him to do that, and he's done that for a while. So, I mean, that's one way. You know, obviously calling practice and doing that, but you know, you can't practice enough. You know, and then you want guys to get up there, you know, on their own and do it. I can't practice 5 hours a day, right? But they can come and practice, especially in the summer. Some of them have jobs, and you understand they have to do what they have to do. But even with that, there's time in the day to get it done, and so. We got a few guys on our team that are really helping us push that. So, and we sat down with a few of them early in summer, it's just a couple weeks ago. On Saturday morning, we got together and said, you know, don't think about this as summer. Summer is pretty much June and July. Our first game is in November. Correct. So I'm not talking about working June and July. And I want you, you're a kid, I want you to take a little time off, go, family got a vacation, great.
Yes.
Wouldn't kill you to get up and run a mile in the morning before you
Absolutely
did
not.
You know, I mean, it wouldn't take anything away from your family.
You do two things at once.
That's right. That's right.
100%.
But,
if you're willing.
Yeah, but we kind of gave guys, you know, some weight goals. Said, look, you know, we got some thin guys. What's a reasonable, realistic goal you can get to? We got a guy or two that maybe needs to drop 5 just to get better in better shape. So how do we tone up, get down about 5 pounds? And we did it all together. So we're gonna have some weigh-ins between now and November. You know,
yeah.
And then we're gonna sit there and, you know, I want them to get there, but I also want them to. I gotta go. I want that goal. Like I don't want to stand in front of my buddies and I didn't lose my 5 pounds. I didn't gain my 10 pounds and that kind of thing. So
game losing play.
Sure.
That's what it is.
Sure.
So 5th year in the program. There's not a lot of kids that do that. There's just not across the state of Alabama, boys or girls. So in this senior season, in this difficult area with the good Oakwood team, you know, which they're probably the favorite to come out. You had them close a couple times, just couldn't quite get over the hump. So, as two-part question for you, right? As the leader of this team, individually, what do you have to do to get better between now and that November starting date? Number 1. Number 2, what does your team have to do to get better, to be prepared to where Coach wants you to be going into the season?
Me personally, I just feel like, again, like back to what Coach said, just about everybody getting in shape. I mean, once the season's over, sometimes, I mean, it's hard for people just to get in the gym and, like he said, run a mile when you have family stuff. But really just putting in work, trying to get better every day, and as a team, just go back to getting in shape and. But I think we'll get there. I mean, the area is tough, but I'm pretty confident in our team to move past the area, and that's been a goal for us for a while. Is to get me personally, I obviously want to go win state championship, but for sure making it out of area. So.
Well, if you go watch this team, I would expect you'll see them make a lot of game-winning plays because this guy on the end made a game-winning play years ago. But it's to the point. I saw the way you play. I saw how much it means to you. How just like that offensive rebound meant so much to this guy that got him a state championship tournament berth in Tuscaloosa and kept me out of one rebound. One rebound. Yeah. That's what it can be, and that's what it can come down to. So. This has been awesome. Look, one last thing.
Sure.
All right. You still got a couple of years left up there, and here's why. Ain't nobody going to see. They going to see you. Everybody can see down on mine. It's everybody tell you, that looks good. You're looking good. That's all this year. But thank you. Good luck to Athens Bible. And Braden, it's been a joy to meet you as well, and we look forward to following you guys throughout the season.
Thank you. Appreciate it.